Good afternoon and welcome to Monastir in Tunisia. It's AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers between Mali and South Sudan. We're in for an absolute treat here. Both teams played yesterday. South Sudan narrowly losing to Nigeria, as we see Lol Deng, the former NBA player, president of South Sudan's Basketball Federation, and coaching this team at relatively short notice for these qualifiers. Here's the game earlier today. Nigeria are going to win the group. They beat Rwanda. Rwanda are now 0-5 and cannot get any higher than fourth. And it's the top three teams that qualify from the group that go forward. So Nigeria top, South Sudan are second, Mali third. South Sudan won the fixture in November, 77-64, having lost to Nigeria. So both teams are 2-2. It's their penultimate game in this window here in Tunisia. Mali will play Nigeria and Rwanda will play South Sudan tomorrow to finishing off qualification. Here's the South Sudan team, and they played Nigeria yesterday, and on his debut, Nunu Omot, 27 points. He was sensational. The star playing his club basketball previously in the Long Island Nets in the G League and in Poland. Now playing at Tofaş SC in Turkey. Also some big names for them. Niantako Wek and Dutpizza Jock Kakul, Kawani, Emmanuel Malou. They are a very dangerous team. They're FIBA ranked 98, but they are on the up. Now Mali are FIBA ranked 75. South Sudan are trying to get to their first AfroBasket finals. They were in the qualifiers in 2017, just fell short. They've only been with FIBA since 2013, so a very new team playing in FIBA competitions. But Mali, plenty of experience. They're going for their 20th FIBA AfroBasket. And look out for Sadio Doucouré. Big game yesterday, again in the win versus Rwanda. They won 51-76. Nanta Diarra, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and Sadio Doucouré getting the plaudits because of his well-rounded game yesterday. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for the Malian star, playing his professional basketball in France. There is Remy Guita as we pause for the national anthems. And there's the national anthems for the two teams, even though there's no crowds because of the coronavirus, sung with passion and fervour. And we are in for a huge game. Teams are second and third. They're vying for second and third in the group to go forward to AfroBasket finals. Here are the referees: Cherubin Leslie, Safian C. Youssef, and Jan Vezo Davison from Mauritius, Algeria, and Madagascar. So the game they played in November, which South Sudan won, Deng Akuth with 11 points. And for South Sudan, Soroti Cisse, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. South Sudan in the game versus Nigeria played so well. They were leading by 2 with only about 3 minutes to go in the fourth, and then Amaganu hit 2 massive threes. Went up by 7. Then they came back again. South Sudan off a long-range shot from Nouni Omot, but they just held out. So South Sudan starting 5. Puyot, the captain, Omot, Akuth, Kawani, and Emmanuel Malou. Malou averaging 6 points, 5.8 rebounds. There's the bench. Went back Kakul. They are going to be hungry, and Lol Deng's done such a good job with this group in a short space of time. He's the first president that stepped in as head coach of a basketball federation, third former coach, or third coach with NBA ties. Mike Brown has been coaching Nigeria. Of course, Lol Deng played for 5 NBA teams, notably with the Chicago Bulls, and represented Great Britain as a junior and at the Olympic Games in 2012. And as for Mali, well, a lot of history in this competition. Bronze medalist back in 1972. Ninth and 7th in the last 2 AfroBaskets. Here's their starting lineup: Doucouré, Senora, Jumbo, Diarra, Drake Reed, who's his first outing for Mali. He's played 10 points yesterday against Rwanda. 10 points, 1 rebound in 18 minutes, 4 fouls. Look out for Drissa Ballo back in the team. Didn't play in November. Remy Guita is the coach since the 2018 World Cup qualifiers for this group. Ibrahim Jambo is another huge player for them, averaging 9.5 points a game, second in scoring. And has played in the last 2 AfroBaskets for his country. Let's listen into the coaches' final instructions.
Sadio, t'es en haut. Drake, you're here. You go Nyanta side. Passe. Tu vois, Sadio, tu prends l'écran ici et tu curls Nyanta. Tu mets un deuxième écran ici pour Sadio. Et on a... And you give the ball to Sadio at post step.
Because if you don't have it, go to work. All right? Second play. Malou, we're going 13. Right? If 77, where's Malou? If 77 is on you, it's you. If he's on you, it's you, right? We'll come in here, Kwani, you'll be here. We got 4 and 5, right? Run into this screen, right? Use it, pop for your shot here. He's gonna play this, look for this shot here. If you don't have it, if he doesn't play, re-screen, go back, pop here. When he gets it, right here, double screen for Kwani. All right, 13, second play. So first play, then 13. Come on, guys. It's done. Hey, come on, guys. We get going first.
So some clear instructions there from Lol Deng, Coach Lol Deng, to this young team, up and coming African nation. And let's see if Nouni Omot he's going to need more of the same today against this talented Malian team. And looking at the stats comparison, 28.7% 3-point field goal percentage for South Sudan against 35%, but their free throw percentage is good. South Sudan at 74.1 against 60% for Mali. 50 rebounds a game 17 offensive, South Sudan, but of course they're missing more shots, but they're getting after it. They've got some size, notably 2 meters 18, 23-year-old Deng Mabiot, Emmanuel Malou. Cat for him, Omot Takowek, Peter Jock. It's Kawani. It's a talented roster on both sides. Mali are in white. Jambo going up for the tip, and South Sudan in the all-black uniforms attacking the basket to our left on the screen. Absolute thrill to bring you AfroBasket Qualifiers here for 2021. It's going to happen later in the year in Kigali, Rwanda. And first basket is to that man, Omot. Nuni Omot carrying on his great play from yesterday. He never stood down from the challenge, kept pouring the shots in, never looked rushed. And his team, when they went to him, he delivered. Can he do the same today? Ball's loose, recovered. Baseline turn off, one leg off the side of the backboard, no good for Mali and South Sudan. Just narrowly lost by 5 points to Nigeria. A huge upset was on the cards, but Nigeria showed their class and saw the game out. Malou falls to the floor. Here comes Cernara. Number 1 in assists for Mali. Here comes Drake Reed, and not getting any elevation there, and it's no good. Back outside. Kawani hangs in the air, and soft touch off the glass. Kawani. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists yesterday versus Nigeria. That was a superb game to get things started in this Tunisian qualification window. Penetrate kick, extra pass. Reed with an interesting shot, but he knocks it down. A shot designed all of his own. And he knocked a 3 down right at the end of the game against Rwanda, almost from that exact spot, and he replicates it here against South Sudan. Kawani to Nuni Omot. Crosses over and gets all the way to the glass. They just clear the path for him, South Sudan. And he's looking good again once more. Nuni Omot, number 1 for South Sudan. Sadio Doucouré passes off to Cernara. Cross to Doucouré. Back outside. Reed again. Same result. That is a really interesting shot. He just took it easy yesterday. He didn't force anything, just played in the flow, and he's already hit 2 threes. And the game's tied at 6. Nuni Omot, now he's going one-on-one, goes left hand, spins. Nothing doing there. Off the dribble, shots up is long. And Mali with the defensive rebound. Three-pointers up, and it's good. Ibrahim Cernara. 3 threes for Mali. They're 100% from behind the arc for their last 3 threes anyway. Ball's loose, 9-6 to Mali early in this huge AfroBasket qualifier. Twisting, turning, Emmanuel Malou and Drake Reed looking quizzically at the ref. Mali are 3 of 3 from behind the arc. Now going to the line, Emmanuel Malou. Plays his club basketball in Australia for the Geraldton Buccaneers in the NBL 1 West. And he was at college at Northeastern, Central Florida and Charleston. averaging 6 points a game and just under 6 rebounds a game. So more of that required today as Mali lead by 1. 23 positions separate these teams in the world FIBA rankings, but it's a lot closer once they're out on the floor in this qualifier. First three-pointer missed by Mali. Hesitation, nice job, penetrate, kick, open three is just long for South Sudan. Just averaging just under 29% from behind the arc. 35% from Mali, who have come out hot here from behind the arc. 3 of 4 at the moment. All the way across, inside, up and under, and the reverse by Diarra, off balance, no good on this occasion. Shots up from the corner, no good. They're just shooting a touch flat. Manuel Malou missing that one. South Sudan. Both teams 3 of 7 from the field. Inside to Drake Reed. Ball's knocked loose. And Manuel Malou there on playing some good defense. Drake Reed, interesting character. We'll go into his backstory as the game develops. Interesting to see what impact he can have today in a close game, which this will potentially be, as the shot clock buzzer sounds and the shot goes down, and it's Decore carrying on his good play from yesterday. Decore. Diarra, a lot of pressure up top by Dengakuth. Shots up from Reed, that's short. And they've just called off for the time being Mali from behind the arc, and a whistle. And it's on the floor, and that's 2 fouls, I think, on Drake Reed. And that's definitely, he's not great going vertically, right on the buzzer there as we see the shot clock running down. Sadia Decore knocking it down. Reed has to come out, but he's hit 2 big threes to get the game started. And that's his second foul. He would have to sit for the rest of the quarter at least. Good defense from Mali, not making it easy, not allowing that inbounds pass to come in. And they go all the way back and they can't save it, and that's sloppy play. As Tenny backput just couldn't get it. Couldn't get it back, and Emmanuel Malou throwing the ball out. So unforced turnover. Inside to Decore, all the way over to the other side, shots up, and it's good for 3. Mali back in the success trail from behind the arc. Jambo for 3, that's his first. He's 100% from behind the arc, 14-8 to Mali. South Sudan have the head-to-head. They won by 13 in November. And they have to throw it back out. Malou, shot clock running down. Malou, they need to get it up, and they do with the hook shot. Misses everything, and good defense again from Mali. And that shot's off. And Ibrahim Sharif Hedara is in. 7 points, 4 rebounds yesterday against Rwanda. That's a great pass. A great assist from Decore. 3 assists yesterday in the matchup versus Rwanda, who are going to be the hosts in Kigali later this year. Shots up and short for Peter Jock. Doucouré hesitates, and that is tough. Great touch from Sadio Doucouré. Plays his club basketball with the Antibes Sharks in the French Pro B. Long range three is up and long. And Mali in control, and if this goes, it could be a timeout. It doesn't now. South Sudan think about the three. They take the two from the elbow. It's short, and they're just playing a little bit quick at the moment, Sudan. They're taking the first option, trying to get it back in a hurry, and they just need to do it piece by piece, get a foothold in this game. Doucouré passes to the top of the three-point line. Nouni Ahmed, he made the first bucket. He attacks all the way along. Extra pass again. Wide open three is long, and they don't get the roll. Seni Backput just couldn't get it to go there. Into the last 2 minutes. Inside, and no reaction from the defense. And Mali are in control here. Jambo with the close-in shot. Timeout has to be called by Lol Deng. Mali 18, South Sudan 8. Time out.
Play basketball. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. Hey, listen. We're getting good looks. We're missing our looks. But our defense is shit. Our defense is fucking shit. All right? Listen. Taco, you got Nouni. You got Teddy. All right, listen. You're handling it. All right? They're trying to go under. They're trying to protect number 18. Right? We're going to go spread. Right? We're going to go spread. Look. Taco, you're here. Dang. You start down here. All right? Who we got? Matiang is here. Wadi, you be here. All right? Come up. Set the screen. Right? Come up. Roll hard. Right? Actually, let's do it the other way. Come here.
So we're back. And South Sudan have got more issues here. And Mali with the steal. Great defense there by Ibrahim Sernera. And they attack the basket, but every shot is tough, and what a tough shot that was indeed by Kawani. South Sudan have got to dig deep here. Shots up from deep, and it's good for three. Nyanta Diarra holds the follow-through. And if he's knocking down three, South Sudan are in for a long night. And a big-time block as well by Jambo. 2 meters 8. Number 2 in points on this team, and there he shows that it's not in this house. Shots up for three, they just can't get it to go, but good rebound by Deng Riak. But there's a whistle. So some full court pressure by South Sudan. They've got to try something. And just while I'm just watch this play develop. Just while I'm mentioning South Sudan, apologies if you heard any language from Coach Loldeng during their timeout. He's very frustrated. Sometimes frustrations get the better of the coaches. 13-point lead for Mali. Kakul with his first foul for South Sudan. Both teams have committed 2 team fouls in first quarter as Omot goes out. Just 4 points today. Made both his field goal attempts, but Mali are making it tough for him. All the way across from the post, shots up from behind the arc, just out. Nice pass though. Peter Jock almost loses it. Kiani, ball is loose. Peter Jock gets it back. Shot clock under 10. And Omot gets to the foul line. Five of 7 from the line yesterday versus Nigeria, and his 27 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. That was his debut for his national team, and what a debut it was, and he's going to need more of the same. The Malian defense is keying on him, so if they double team him or making it tough, it's going to be a real test for him to share the ball at the right time. Makes both the free throws. 7 of 9 now for the tournament so far. Game 2 of 3 for both of these teams. AfroBasket 2021 qualification is the prize. And good defense to Corey with a rare mistake. Overdoing it on the penetration there to the basket, committing the offensive foul. It's the sort of things that, and that's good defense from both of the South Sudan defensive players. And at the end of the first, Mali lead 23-12 versus South Sudan. There's some comparisons on the stats. 4 of 9 from 2, 4 of 8, 5 of 10 from 3, 50%, 0 of 7 from behind the arc for South Sudan. They came into this game just looking at some of the highlights. South Sudan scored the first basket with Nuni Omot with that little step through layup. But then Mali behind Drake Reed's individual shooting technique. He made back-to-back threes. They made their first 3 as a team. And they've not looked back since. And South Sudan 0 of 7 from 3, 4 of 16 from the field, 4 of 9 from 2. And Mali 9 of 18 from the field, 4 of 8. And from 2, 5 of 10 from 3. Just the 1 turnover, South Sudan with just two turnovers, but it's the lack of 3-point shots. Yesterday he made 7 of 30 from behind the arc, but there was a lot of volume of shots, South Sudan, in their game against Nigeria. So we're just about to get underway here in quarter 2. If you're just joining us, it's the AfroBasket 2021 qualifier. Nigeria have already qualified from this group. Rwanda are 4th. So this are the 2 teams that are going to be vying for 2nd and 3rd spot in the qualification process. Top three teams in each of the 5 groups, plus Rwanda, the hosts, who are bottom of this group, qualified for AfroBasket 2021. And South Sudan struggling, turn it over, almost get it back with Kawani, but they can't afford to make sloppy mistakes like that. Shots up, and that's just long for Jambo. But they get the offensive rebound, and South Sudan get it back with Tako Wek. And they miss another 3. Early shot. Would it be better to maybe just give up that shot, pass it around, go inside, get it back outside? But that's how they want to play. They want to play up tempo. I'm sure Lo Deng will be talking to them about that as they go through this quarter, and certainly at half-time. They've got to keep in touch with this talented Malian team. Shots up for 3. That was contested. Offensive rebound, Jambo. Kante all the way across, and they pass it inside to Diarra, left-handed jump hook at the buzzer. Defense just couldn't shuffle across of South Sudan as Diarra goes to 5 points. Averages 11.5 points a game for the team. Omot, and he's right at the buzzer. Offensive foul, it went in. Incredible shot, but they're calling an offensive foul and they're making it really tough, closing down his airspace for the Malian defense. They've identified a game plan and it's working so far for sure on the defensive end, and there's little jump hook is one of his signature moves for Nianta. Diarra, 27 years old now, 2 meters, 6'9". Shots up from behind the arc, and it's good for 3. Sadio Doucouré just catch and shoot. Nice 2-man game there out of the post. And Doucouré up to 7 points. Star player yet again. And they miss yet again, South Sudan. They just can't get it to go from 3, but they want to keep shooting the 3, and that's the issue. And Matthew Maomuo with the missed shot and the foul. 28-12 to Mali. Diarra. And Doucouré just attacks the basket. No help came. And South Sudan are falling further and further behind here. They just can't seem to find an answer for this Malian. Great play inside to Mabior. Jump hook, no good. They're only getting 1 shot as well. They had the edge in the offensive rebound category coming into this game, but Mali doing a great job, led by Diarra in the rebounding stakes. Haidara shots up from the elbow, and it's good. Jambo doing it all for Mali. Played in the last 2 AfroBaskets and the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, playing his club basketball for Toulouse in France. Doucouré out. Doucouré, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists already. Super efficient. And there's a whistle on the floor as Nuniopa again under close surveillance from the Mali team on defense, and that's Sidibe's first foul. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for Sidibe last night against Rwanda. Muo to Kawani attacks And that's a really nice move by Kawani. 32-14, South Sudan have got to find a way to get in some scoring rhythm. Nice shot looking for Mali, and the tip. They don't make the shot. They get the tip. And Boubacar Sidibe at 2 meters. 6'9", really making his presence felt there. And the attack from Matian Muo, that's one of the rare highlights, certainly in this second quarter for South Sudan. And Kawani at the line. Second in assists, 6.5 points a game, 4.3 rebounds. And 5 points and 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal in the loss versus Nigeria yesterday. Makes the free throw. He's up to 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field. Full court pressure, they've got to try something. Maybe some sort of 2-2-1 press or just straight man all over the floor. But Mali break it, attack. They dribble all the way through, somehow keep possession. And better defense from South Sudan. And rebound by Mabior. Three-pointer up, and it's short. They just can't get one to go. Good offensive rebound. Here they go again. This time they make the three, and of course it's Seni Backput, the captain. How was that needed for South Sudan and for Put to get their confidence up as we approach halfway through the second quarter here in Monastir, Tunisia. All the way across, touch pass. And there's a foul called on Deng Mabior. In fact, that is, excuse me, that's on Nuni Omot. And there's their first three. 1 of 11, 9% from behind the arc. They're going to have to improve it, but maybe now they've made one, they can go on a tear. And there's Seni Backput, the man who made it happen. And Hedara at the line. Seven points, 4 rebounds against Ferrandi yesterday. And Mali, 17-point lead. Shots up again, Sudan. South Sudan can't get it to go. Matian Muo, no good. Kante, all the way across to Hedara, attacks, left-hand finish, no good. Good defense, good attack of the ball by the defense there. Niang, outside, step back three is off left, that's a tough shot. And Tako Wek with the attempted assist for South Sudan. Shots up, or the fake, and now extra pass. Sidibe just short. And only one shot allowed by the South Sudan defense. Pushed across, that's better, get inside, but no good. Offensive rebound for South Sudan. Kawani, clap of the hands. Is that the encouragement they need? Tough move underneath, but Kawani gets the miss from Matian Muo. And it's timeout. Let's listen into the coaches.
Les gars, en attaque, soit on a la première intention, on a le jeu ouvert, on joue. Sinon, faites-les défendre un peu plus longtemps. D'accord? Derrière, quand il y a un petit loupé, là on n'y est plus dans le repli, ça va être 2 faire le contact. Hein? Eye contact, restez contact visuel. Touchez-les. Ils n'aiment pas être touchés. On est toujours après.
Just looking at some of the highlights, and 12-8 to Mali in this second quarter. Both teams just made 1 3-pointer in this quarter. Whereas Mali made 5 3-pointers in that opening quarter, which really helped them to stretch this lead. They lead by 15 in this AfroBasket 2021 qualifier. Teams hold second and third positions. South Sudan in second, having beaten Mali by 13. So that's a figure to look out for if there is a tie in win-loss after tomorrow's games. Who will have the tiebreaker after this? At the moment, with a 15-point edge, it's Mali. Ball's underneath to Ballo, no good, just couldn't get it off. Good pressure defense underneath there from South Sudan. Can they get something going in this last 3 minutes 20 of the second quarter here in Monastir, Tunisia? Just need to get some movement off the ball. Another 3 goes up, another 3 misses. Very quick shot. Mali did a good job there of making it difficult for South Sudan to get into their offences. Drake Reed falls to the floor and Jock stands over him. And not sure what's being said there. There was very little contact. So Reed goes baseline and he's thrown the ball at Jock, and that's not good. He was that knee in his rear pushed him to the floor. Kakul with a technical foul. Drake Reed threw the ball at him, and potentially, and Drake Reed has a technical foul as well. So tensions and frustrations. Frustration from South Sudan. Tensions, Drake Reed in his first outing, first appearances for Mali. 34-year-old. Plays his professional basketball at Saint-Quentin in France. He's played in Europe and Libya, or was due to play in Libya, but there was issues in that country before that season, that year could go ahead, and Argentina for 1 year. He was one of the all-time best players from Austin Peay State University in Tennessee. He averaged 21 points a game as a senior, but that's many, many years ago. And that shooting method not working so well from the free throw line. It worked well from behind the arc. 14-point lead for South Sudan. They made their technical, Drake Reed missed his. And now he's on 3 fouls, and Remy Guita will not be impressed with the technical foul. So it's game day 5 here in Monastir, Tunisia. Game day 5 of 6 game days. These teams will be back tomorrow. And he's struggling today, Nuni Omot. They will not let him get a good look. And good hustle from South Sudan. And Peter Jock. And Sadio Doucouré back in the lineup for Mali. And screen action away from the ball, Doucouré, and he doesn't get it to go. All the defense from South Sudan ended up on the weak side. Doucouré caught the ball, attacked, and he is upset with himself he's not scored that. the 28-year-old Malian star, and Antibes Pro B star, averaging 15.4 points a game and 7 rebounds, 1.4 assists in the French Pro B. He had such a big performance, really caught the eye, along with Nini Omot from the 2 games that these teams were involved in yesterday. 16-point lead for Mali. Takori up to 11 points, eclipsing his points output from yesterday. South Sudan get the ball into the corner. Another 3 on its way, and it's good! Can that get them started? Peter Jacques. 10 points, 6 rebounds yesterday versus Nigeria. He's going to need more of the same and more on top of that if South Sudan are going to come back. 13-point lead. The noise from South Sudan bench increases. That 3-point shot misses everything from Mali. Can they get it back to 10 points? They mustn't rush. They got plenty of time here on the shot clock and on the game clock in the second quarter. Shots in the corner, but ball is loose. And shot goes up. Ungainly effort there by Peter Jacques. And Mali can bring it down the floor. Attack back outside to Senara. Shoots, he's short. Good rebound by Denga Kuth. Ticking down to a minute remaining in the second here. Shots up, catch and shoot is long. Just a touch flat from Peter Jacques. They're just first available option to shoot the 3. The volume of shots is eye-catching. 2 of 16. Mali 6 of 17, so that Mali have actually shot 1 more 3-pointer then. South Sudan as Ballo comes out. And Diarra in. Diarra, the leading scorer for Mali in these qualifiers. Ibrahim Senera at the line. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists versus Rwanda yesterday. And he's number 1 in assists, 4.3 assists for Mali. And he misses the second. Good box out there by Nini Omot. And we're into the final minute. 14-point advantage for Mali in this AfroBasket 2021 qualifier. Denga Kuth, ball's not moving. Back outside to Nini Omot. They're just not getting the flow they had yesterday. And Nini Omot again falls to the floor, turnover. And Mali all the way to the basket, and it's that man again. Nianta Diarra finishing at the basket. 6'9". And they just couldn't get back. And Peter Jacques chose not to foul Diarra, and that's a really good bit of running the floor by the big man. Leading by example, he leads all scores for Mali on average, and he leads his team down the floor there. Timeout, South Sudan. They're in trouble here, down by 16.
Again, we bring it in. We're looking for here. Feed us here, right? Throw the ball here. The 5 is setting the screen. Go to this side. All right, we got that? Yeah. All right, listen. There's nothing I can tell you guys except we're beating ourselves. They're not doing anything. We get ourselves back in the game now, 16 again, right? We're beating ourselves. We're the only ones slipping because we're trying to go too fast and we're not make game plays. Don't be selfish. Make game plays. If somebody's open, pass it. If somebody's if you're catching yourself by yourself, move the ball. Cut. That's how we play. Let's stop being ISO. Let's stop being ISO. Come on. Hey, can you guys score the same calls both ways? Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Interesting comments there from Coach Loldang. Don't be selfish, move the ball, we're playing too quick. I had alluded to that as well in commentary, that they just seem to be taking the first option. And it's right, I think, Coach Deng saying, you're beating yourself. Mali are playing solid. That's Kawani. 9 points, 4 of 7 from the field. But they are playing too quick, and Mali, and they can run as they just showed with Diarra, but on the whole, they're just playing control basketball, and South Sudan need to cut down on these unforced turnovers. So we go again, and they attack the basket. Better ball movement. Move from one side to the other, move the defense around, and then attack while the defense are in motion, trying to recover. Attack the defense, and that was a good example from Peter Jacques from the wing. So Peter Jacques just played the one game, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist yesterday, and they get another shot now. They can run it. They need to pass it around and get a good look. Let's see if they can carry out Coach Deng's instructions. Shots up, it's a tough one, it's just short. And Nini Omot just not able to get it going as time expires at the end of the second quarter. And Mali in control here in Monastir. Mali 40, South Sudan 25 at halftime. There's some statistics to look at, and South Sudan 2 of 16 from behind the arc, 6 of 15 from 2, and Mali 9 of 17 from 2. There's the rebounds, very close, 23-22, 7 assists, only 3 assists for South Sudan. 6 turnovers to 3. They're just not sharing the ball. It's something that Coach Deng's going to have to work on with his roster. Mali 11 for Doucouré, Diarra 7, Senora 6, Kouani, Omot and Kirkul 9, 6 and 5 respectively. And here's some of the highlights from that first quarter. Good start from Nini Omot, and we thought he was going to have the sort of game he had yesterday. It's just 6 points. He's only taken 3 shots, but 3 turnovers. A couple of times he slipped. And that's the difference. And Kouani, 9 points leading the way, 4 of 7 from the field for South Sudan. And for Mali, 11 points to Doucouré. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, just the 1 turnover, spreading the stats. And that could have been a charge, but he pulled up abruptly and knocked it down. Some referees might have called it, but he stopped on a dime and got his control back. And then he made a beautiful assist. Cross his body to the far side, no look. And Jambo saying thank you after he knocks down his 3 in the corner. So South Sudan struggling to deal with Mali's offense from behind the arc, and when they attack inside, outside, that's such a beautiful touch from Sadio Doucouré. 28 years old, 2 meters 1, and just an all-court player. And there's one of the turnovers leading to second chance points. Mali continued playing well. South Sudan were on the verge of getting it back to 10 points deficit, but then it ballooned up to 16, and it's now a 15-point deficit. It's manageable for South Sudan. They've only scored 25 points and they're 15 down. But they need to get more plays like this, effort plays. They had a big advantage on offensive rebounds coming into this game. And especially with the amount of threes they're putting up, they've got to try and get some rebounds on the back of that. And that was a rare three from Peter Jock. But that was excellent play, running the floor. Always reward the big man, and Diarra, such a huge piece in this Mali puzzle. Kawani, 9 points, 1 of 2 from free throws, 4 of 7 from the field. One rebound as well. He has some bright moments. Gets the offensive rebound there, and that's how South Sudan are going to have to approach this second half. They've got to have a good start to the third quarter. Try and get out and run in transition. Get the ball inside first if they can, then kick it back out for the three. That's South Sudan's leading scorer. And for Mali, it's Sadio Doucouré, following on from his excellent performance yesterday. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists yesterday, so he's actually tied his points output from yesterday, and he's only at half-time, playing with a lot of confidence and protecting the ball in the inside-outside dribble there, and soft touch. To see that again, just dragging his defender out, then not needing the screen, then showing his long-range efforts. 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 8, efficiency of 12. So that's the highlights and the leading scorers. I'll leave you with plays, top plays so far in the AfroBasket qualifiers. Don't go anywhere. See you shortly.
Bongo brings it down, they'll throw it up, and the score.
Ball knocked away, Makram Ben Ramdam. Beautiful bounce pass. Oh, flying in and dunking the 40-year-old Slimane. The man hit the runway and soared in for the one-handed.
Wainwright trying to go past Coronel, trying to shake him with the crossover. Double team. Is he going to hit the three? You are kidding me! Ismail Wainwright is unconscious right now here in Alexandria.
Lively start then in Kigali. And how about the jam?
Throws it off his back. He pulls out. Oh my Lord! Are you serious? He ducked over the entire back defense. I mean, this is something else right now. Both teams really going at it. I mean, exciting basketball.
It's just a reminder of the South Sudan leading scorer, or leading stats. Kiani, 9 points. Some chemistry, find a system that's going to get them open shots at the right time in the offense, and then they've just got to knock them down. It's been tough for Nunioma today. Maybe they need to go away from him and use him as a decoy, get him away from the ball. And Doucouré, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Playing his pro basketball in Antibes for the Antibes Sharks. And he's putting up big numbers for them, 15.4 points, 7 rebounds, 1.4 assists. Started his pro career with the under-21s at Dijon, who of course a strong team in the Basketball Champions League in Europe. That's back to South Sudan and what they can do, just get a balance, go inside, move the ball quickly, so if Nunioma or whoever's going to receive the ball can attack the basket where there's gaps and not having to force their way in. Then if it's not on, then they can make the kick, move the defense around, get him out of position. Then you end up with some wide open threes and a little bit more time used off the shot clock. Hopefully more balance on the offense as the last few words of encouragement and tactical input are given. It's AfroBasket qualification. Both teams are in second and third. Rwanda will finish 4th in this group. They are hosts, they qualify anyway. Nigeria are going to win the group. So this is for second and third in the group. Who is going to qualify in second? Who's going to qualify in third? And for Mali, it will be their 20th AfroBasket, winning bronze in 1972. And for South Sudan, it will be their first AfroBasket finals appearance. Let's listen to the coaches.
C'est un bas la première possession, d'accord? Je veux Niamta dans le transfert, donc vous jouez Sadio, passe à Sadio. Niamta, tu es là-bas. Sadio, tu es là-bas, le près du banc. Jambo, Niamta opposé,
gotta let the guys come in. Come on, let's go. Come on, man.
Energy on me, 1, 2, 3.
Energy.
Come on, bring it. Let's go. First 3 minutes. First 3 minutes. Let's go, Black.
Plain and simple from Coach Deng. Give it all you've got. Because you only get what you give. So give it all you've got. And that's everything in concentration. Doing what's being expected of the players from South Sudan on the offensive end. And playing tough defense, boxing out on the Mali shots, only allowing them 1 shot. As for Mali, they continue sharing the ball, playing tough D, giving a hard time to Nuni Omot so he doesn't get going. And only giving Mali 1 shot. Excuse me, South Sudan. South Sudan have got 4 offensive rebounds. Mali have 3. So both teams doing a good job denying those second opportunities off offensive rebounds. So here we go. Mali in white, South Sudan in black. South Sudan attacking the basket to our right on the screen. There's a penetrating, a kick out and attack the basket. An attempted pass inside, but it's still South Sudan ball. They changed the direction of the attack from right across to the left and they just couldn't get the pass. A little drop-off pass inside. 4.3 seconds. They need to concentrate here. Get the ball in. Wide open 3. Off 1 leg and Nuni Omot just takes his time. He's got a beautiful flow to his game. This will be a great test of his character. And Mali lead by 13. South Sudan with the first strike in the 3rd quarter. Under 5 seconds on the shot clock. They need to get it up from deep and it's off. Good defense from South Sudan. Now they attack, and they attack well. They just can't get it to go, but it was the right move. Here comes Mali. Back outside to Kore, and he shoots, and it's off. But offensive rebound, which we spoke about for Mali, but Jambo with the travel. Attempted slam that by Mali. That's what caused the Jambo to get the offensive rebound. 13-point lead for Mali. South Sudan won by 13 in November, so at the moment they're tied on the head-to-head if that is required to decide who finishes 2nd, who finishes 3rd in this group. And we are off and running. Nuni Omot, whatever he's had to drink or eat at half-time, let me know what it is, because he's come out firing. Makes the 1-legged 2-point shot, knocks down the 3, and it's a 10-point lead for Mali. Penetrate, kick, shots up, and it's good for 3. Haidara just calming Mali nerves there. This game is really reaching fever pitch at the AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers. Nuni Omot, jump hook, no good. Excuse me, Deng Akuth with the jump hook. Haidara hands it off, ball moves round to the other side, back up top. Shot clock running down, it's going to need to go up. They keep making the passes, and it did go down by Jambo, but too late. Shot clock had expired. Good defense from South Sudan. That's what they have to do, just to turn the tide. Play tough D, challenge every pass, every shot. And that's what they did there, and Mali run out of shot clock. Now Mali putting on some good defense. And South Sudan get the ball in on the sideline, inbounds. Turnover, 6-5. South Sudan leading that race, a race they don't want to lead. Shots up for three, good! And now South Sudan are cooking. Kawani for three. 10-point advantage for Mali. They're still in charge here in Monastir. We're at the Sal Mohammed Mazali Arena. Unfortunately behind closed doors because of the COVID pandemic, but no less excitement. These players are giving a great exhibition of African basketball. And the steal. Now look out, what's going to happen here? Akuth with a throwdown. Deng Akuth. And now Mali seem rattled, 7-point lead. It's the closest South Sudan have been since the first quarter. Lo Deng earning whatever he's being paid by the South Sudan Federation. Well, I guess he's paying himself as he's the president and the head coach at the moment. He's earning his money at half-time with what he said, or maybe the way he said it. Beautiful shot there. Floater for Ibrahim Sayonara. They've got the players to keep this lead, Mali. We knew this was going to be a great game, and now both teams playing well at the same time. Three's up, off. Oh, my goodness! Nuni Omot, high flying in Monastiri, catches it and throws it down. And it's all happening here. The tide is definitely turning, no boxing out. And Nuni Omot with the best play of the game, potentially. Watch this, folks. He came from a long way out, and Nuni Omot came from the three-point line. He was involved in the high pick and roll. He rolled, the shot missed. Slam dunk. Gets the inbounds, pushes it back out. Three-pointer's just short. And Hedara doesn't like the call. 8-point lead for Mali. What a couple of minutes we've had here in Monastir. South Sudan had to make something happen, and they have straight out of the locker room at the start of this third quarter. And they've got the lead down to a manageable 8 points. But Mali still lead, and they almost get the steal there, causing all sorts of problems for South Sudan on the inbounds plays. Kawani off one leg. Yes! Gets the roll. And the noise is coming from the South Sudan bench. There may be no crowds, but the roster, the squad, the staff up on their feet as Mali have to call timeout. And Kawani and Nuni Omot leading the charge. Timeout, Mali.
Sifflet. Après, les paniers qu'on prend de tir ouvert, c'est pas les coups de sifflet, ça. Donc arrêtez de passer l'arbitrage. Première fois où il y a eu ça, on n'a pas suivi, under, flair, on a pris. Deuxième fois, tu l'as laissé curler. On a défendu, la troisième fois, on a bien défendu, il a failli la gagner. La troisième fois. Lui, le gars, la touche, il vient, c'est ça, quand lui il fait ça, c'est lui qui vient. Et puis c'est fini. Comme tu as fait là, il n'y a plus rien. Et sur les pics, le 8 là, qui est en train de mettre les pick and roll maintenant, ils sont tellement bas, vous switchez avec Jambo les pics ici là. D'accord? Quand il est haut, tu annonces under. Quand il est bas, tu switches. Quand on switch, c'est pour couper le flemme.
What a difference a half-time makes. And some threes are going down. A couple of dunks, a turnover by Mali. And that putback dunk, the pick of the bunch. 14-5. South Sudan lead the third quarter, having lost the first 23-12 and the second 17-13. But they're a young team in FIBA experience, joining FIBA in 2013, just won AfroBasket Qualifiers for the 2017 tournament. Previously, they are going to go to these finals. Are they going to be in second or third place in the group? Because that will improve FIBA rankings. And the higher you finish in the group, the better placing in the finals in the group you will potentially get. Mali need to respond inside. Diarra, and he does, but he can't get it to go. But he continues the hustle as he does. And Akoof just couldn't grab the defensive rebound, so Mali have an extra 14 seconds from the baseline. All the way across, catch and shoot from the opposite corner, in and out, offensive rebound, and the ball's loose. And Jambo just couldn't keep it in. Two-possession game. High excitement here in Monastir, the coastal city in Tunisia. Put. There's some ball movement. There you go. And attacks and heavy defense. And I think by the look of Decore that it's a defensive foul by Diarra. There's no way South Sudan were getting through there. It's Kiani, and before he can take off, you can see Diarra's hands are up, but they're also forward. And that is a defensive foul, so Mali 3 team fouls. And Kiani, 26-year-old, attended California University, played in Australia for the Sydney Kings and the Cairns Terrapins, grand final MVP as well out in Australia. As the whistle goes, there'll be a foul on the floor, and it's Deng Akoof. Four-point lead for Mali, who were in control of this game in the first half. That's not the case now. Penetrate kick. Diarra for three. That is tough with a hand in his face. Not sure that was the right option. One more pass may have been required, which was the issue for South Sudan. But now South Sudan are upping their defense, chasing the players off the three-point line or getting a hand in their face. It's causing issues for Mali. Tenny back put, and the ball goes in to Deng Akoof just when they didn't need a unforced turnover. They get one. So Mali inbound it. They lead 45-41. Over halfway through the third quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action. AfroBasket 2021 qualifier. Mali in white, South Sudan in black. Mali trying to weather this storm being thrown at them by South Sudan. Three's up and it's good. Off the dribble. Beautiful play by Ibrahim Sianera. And extends the lead to 7. He's up to 11 points. 2 or 3 from behind the arc. And the ball's loose. And as soon as Mali put on some pressure defensively, South Sudan make a mistake, and that's the captain. But that was a tough shot off the dribble. Quick pull-up. Hands down. Initially by Tenny Put, and then the turnover. Mali getting a foothold back in this game. Diarra. Sianera, and shot clock runs out. It went in, but they've run out of shot clock. That's the second time in this game they've not got the shot off in time. But they do lead by 7 thanks to Ibrahim Senera's 3 just a short time ago. So South Sudan, can they get back in the flow and get a good look? And again, the ball is knocked loose. And it wasn't a great decision by Temi Puk. Maybe he needs to take a break. There's 2 turnovers in close succession, and he was going nowhere, dribbling towards the corner, left-handed. And potentially, if they get another score here, Mali, maybe Lo Deng will. What a block that is! Not in this house. Huge block. Shots up. It's short. Good defense again by South Sudan. But what a block. Blocks it onto the backboard. Can South Sudan capitalise on that good stretch of defense there? And again, they're just not playing in any sort of space. Peter Jok trying to catch the ball off the handoff, and they look so much better when they just spread the floor, and that is big time. Not in this house. Worth another look. It's come a long way across, has Taco Weck. So just turnovers causing Lo Deng up to 10 turnovers now. And it's timeout here in Monastir. Mali lead 48-41. Let's listen into the coaches. South Sudan timeout.
Listen up, I'm gonna draw it up. Guys, don't let we work this hard to get back in the game because of our defense, right? We can't be turning it over and get up on the crowd. Like, we work this hard to win the game, right? It's all about taking care of the ball and getting stops. We're getting the stops that we want. We're denying, right? It's putting pressure on them when we come back, right? Free Kwani up until he comes here. On Memphis, right? On Memphis, you set the back screen. You don't come for the ball. You set a back screen down here. It's a screen, right? Screen. He's running on the baseline. Now you set this screen for this guy to come up. You got nothing to do with the ball here, right? So we're going Memphis.
I'm playing
first.
5.
Yeah, you're 5. No, anytime you're up here, that's what you do, 5 or 4.
So they're going to run the Memphis offense. South Sudan back screen for Kwani. Maybe off the back screen he can roll or get himself open. They've just got to get some player movement, some ball movement, because the turnovers have been so early in the offense. They're getting no chance the last 3 times down, getting nowhere near getting a shot off. And that's after getting the deficit down to a 4-point game. There's Omar up to 13 points, 7 in this quarter. 1 of 1 from behind the arc. Again, not taking a lot of shots, so very efficient. So Mali. And Decore's back in, straight inside. No good for Sidibe with the right-hand look. Now they need to get a play set up. South Sudan. Watch for Kwani. In motion along the baseline. They get nothing there. Peter Jok. Jok attacks left-handed, tries to make the drop-off, but great defense, good help. Decore comes up with a loose ball. Passes up off to Mohamedou Kante. Back to Decore. Inside. Sidibe attacks baseline. He's got baseline. And he can't get it to finish, though. He had inside position. He'd be frustrated he didn't make that. South Sudan just did enough, but a bit of fortune for them there as well. ticking down to 90 seconds remaining. A lot of dribble. Attacks, extra pass, they lose it, but Nouni Omot picks it up and Mali are first to it. But South Sudan win it back. Great play from both teams. Shots up for three is good. Peter Jok, he initially hesitated, then he took the shot and it was a good decision, as it brings South Sudan back to a 4-point deficit. Minute remaining in the third. Great action here in AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers. Offensive foul along the baseline. The tension and the excitement in this arena is palpable, even though there's no crowds. There's a screen set, and there's the hesitation. Then he actually shoots it when the defense is even closer, but he made it. Ball's loose again. Great job, Sudan. South Sudan get it back. Beautiful defense, almost, by Mali. Good pass inside. They can't get it to go. They get the offensive rebound. Back outside. Nouni Omot weaves his way through. Penetrate, kick, off one leg. No good. Ball's loose. South Sudan will get another chance, and they can't get it to go. But Jambo couldn't get the defensive rebound. Amazing action here in Monastir. Both teams pushing themselves to the limit to get this win. Mali with the attempted steal, and then South Sudan retrieve it back. And these are the hustle plays that are going to get both teams over the line here. Weck with 5 rebounds. And South Sudan are going to try and put the ball in, and they do get it into Nouni Omot, and he attacks. And he gets it back. So much pressure. Shots up for three. Good! What a shot by Matiang Muo. Big time shot. And it's a 1-point lead for Mali. But they get the offensive rebound. Shots up at the buzzer. Just off. It would have counted. What a finish to the quarter. South Sudan in the ascendancy in the third. And the deficit is down to 1 point as we go towards the fourth quarter. Mali 48, South Sudan 47. And there's some of the statistics. 6 of 22 now, South Sudan from behind the arc. 8 of 23, Mali. Mali 4 of 8 from the free throw line. 9 of 11. There's some of the highlights. And South Sudan, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. It's been a much better third quarter. 22-8. South Sudan winning that. And whatever was said at half-time, and Coach Lodeng said, give it all you've got. And they are giving it all they've got. And that doesn't just mean running the offense, it's their defense, diving on loose balls. They did go through 3 offenses where they turned it over, but they've got it back together, and players are making plays. And that was sloppy from Mali, and Akuth just throws it down. 2 meters 11 for Deng Akuth. And then, not to be outdone, Nouni Omot at 2 meters 6, flying through the air for a nice putback dunk, and that was tough off one leg as well. They're just not forcing the offense so much. Listening to the words of wisdom from Coach Deng. And the excitement is up, and the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife. The tension is high. Remember, South Sudan won in November in the reverse fixture by 13, and Mali lead by 1 at the moment. So Mali on offense to start the fourth quarter. They're going to want a really good start. They throw the ball away there. Serate Cisse not getting a good look. And now South Sudan just slowing it down and making sure they get into their offense. Ball screen. Along the baseline. And offensive foul on the screen as Matiang Muyol caught the ball. It was a down screen here by Tako Wek. He just moved to the side, moved laterally as he was setting the screen. Mali still by 1. Drake Reed back in the game. He had a good first quarter, but they're going to need something from the Malian. Number 77, he gets in the post. Jump hook is good. Good touch over Nuni Omot. That's a tough move from Drake Reed. He's a good option inside, wide body. There's the South Sudan team on the floor and got to be careful with their screens. What they don't want to do now is cause turnovers on the offensive end by setting illegal screens. That's 2 now back to back. And that's a definite offensive foul. You've got to set your position, feet shoulder width apart and stand still. Set your player up. You can't make adjustments once you're set. And that's what's happened back to back. Great pass by Reed, and that's beautiful play by Mali. Nice 2-player exchange. And Mohamedou Kante with the score for Mali. And the block by Diarra, I think. And are Mali going to take control back here? Up by 5. Reed. Back out. Decour inside, and they get the roll, and Diarra too strong inside. And just like that, Mali up to a 54-47 lead, and they've burst to the front here. 6-0 run at the start of the fourth. South Sudan are going to have to dig deep and be patient. Nuni Omot, shot clock running down. He goes along the baseline. Catch his shoot. Catch and jump hook by Akuth, no good. Scrambling defense from Mali, enough. Kante, and offensive foul, frustration for Mali. A lot of offensive fouls being called, a lot of unforced turnovers. The game is technical, I think, very technical these days. And talking of technical, that's a wonderful move off the pick and dive to the basket, pick and roll. It's Diarra's second foul, but you've got to be careful. As a big, you can be physical, but you've got to do it in a certain way. Fades to the corner, shots up, and it's good for 3. And Pedajok knocks down the 3. 4-point lead for Mali. Drake Reed back outside to Kante. Long distance 3 is long, but offensive foul from Sidibe. Another 3 misses. This time South Sudan get the rebound. Can they take care of the ball and get a good look? Nuni Omot brings it out. Is he going to do it all himself like he did against Nigeria yesterday? But the help is coming where it didn't come yesterday. He was able to get to the basket time and time again. No foul called on the defensive end. And a whistle, and it may be a technical foul here. Yep. Coach Lel Deng questioning the no call on Nuni Omot on his last drive to the basket, and now South Sudan have worked so hard to get this game back to a manageable deficit. Their coach has just let his frustration boil over, and it'll be one technical foul. Shot, which is good. Taken by Sirata Cisse. And Mali will have possession too from the sideline. Drake Reed with the inbound. Hope you're enjoying the action here on AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers. The finals are in Kigali, Rwanda, 24th of August to 5th of September later this year. Threes up, Sidibe long. Again, that was a quick shot. Omot attacks, almost slides and falls again. Shots up for three, and it's good. Peter Jacques keeping it close, and it's a 2-point lead for Mali. And that was a nice play for Nuni Omot. If you can't get your own shot, find somebody with a much better option, and he did. Peter Jacques Kukul up to... And defensive foul. Peter Jacques up to 14 points. And that was a foul. Kawani did not get in front. But some big-time shots happening here. Back-to-back threes for Peter Jacques. And big plays are needed from both teams now. Remember, South Sudan won the return in November by 13. 77-64. Mali lead by 2 at the moment. Ball's loose. Great defense by South Sudan. Can they capitalise? And that ideally should have been a kick out, but 3 players converging on the ball. And Emmanuel Malou will head to the free throw line. He hung in the air, got the shot up as he was falling to the ground. There were players open, but he's going to potentially tie the game and from the free throw line. Sidibe with the foul, and it's a beautiful job. By Emmanuel Malou. And he nothing but net on both those shots. And he's 100% from the free throw line in this game. And it's tied at 55. Penetrate, kick, Reed for 3, off left. Another option. Great offensive rebound by Mali. Who's going to blink first? Diarra, and the ball's loose. Too much dribble. 3-on-1. Can South Sudan make the right decision? No, they can't. Great hustle by Mali. They had 2 players over. And the player with the ball decided to go 1-on-1. Just had to draw the defense and just dish it off. And it was Malou again. He just made the free throws. Draw the defense. Hand it off to one of the other 2 players that were in transition, and you'd have an easier shot, but the game stays tied at 55. Malou obviously thought he could get the score. Taco Weck back in the game. Doing a good job on the offensive glass for his team. He's got 7 rebounds. That's Wet Jambo back in the game. So just over 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Tied at 55. Mali had a big lead in the first half, and it's been totally eradicated. Great spin move from Jambo. Just pivots, turns towards the baseline for the left-hand finish, and here go to the line for 2 shots. They led by 15 at half-time. Did Mali and South Sudan have dragged themselves back into the game, and the game is tied for the time being. Jambo can change that for Mali. First free throws of the game, and he misses the first. He makes the second. Mali by 1. Great game of AfroBasket qualifier today here in Monastir, Tunisia. Omot attacks, just flips the shot up. That is tough, and it goes. And he's really come to the party in the second half. South Sudan and Omot in particular have found a way to score. Jambo from the elbow, off. Defensive rebound, just one shot allowed by South Sudan, and they can increase their lead. They attack the basket, no call as Drake Reed with good defense. 2-on-1. Jambo goes for the dunk, no good. Off out of my seat here in the commentary position. Omot with the crossover and a foul on the floor. He's so long, Nuni Omot, and he really showed some skill there, attacking with his left hand, coming round the defense to finish, and Jambo will be frustrated that he didn't make that open court dunk, which would have really lifted the momentum for Mali. As it is, South Sudan by 1. Mali's biggest lead, 20. South Sudan's biggest lead, 1. But that can potentially go up to 3 here if Kawani can make these free throws. He's 6 of 12 from the field, 16 points. And he's 4 of 5 from the line. What a turnaround. What a half-time talk. Give it all you got. You can talk about tactical, technical. It's all about, at the end of the day, especially in these tournaments where it's one game after another over a 3-day period, give it all you've got, leave it out on the floor. And at the moment, it's working for South Sudan. From 15 down at the half, they're 3 up. Timeout, Mali.
Monter la balle, je me break ici, Jambo tu restes ici. Tu passes à Nianta, passe Nianta, d'accord? Nianta tu fais dribble and off avec Sadio, dribble, comme la transition, et tu reset, ok? Et pendant le reset, Jambo tu viens poster ici, et Nianta tu viens rouler ici. Sadio sur ton drive, soit à Jambo, le gars est derrière, tu l'attaques sur le post-up, soit à Nianta ici, ok? Quand tu es là, si vraiment il vient de fermer la raquette,
So huge timeout in the context of this game and the position that Mali are likely to achieve in this group, going towards the AfroBasket finals. And Kakul, 14 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 4 of 9 from three-point range. That's Peter Jock. Thanks to Lloyd Gardner, one of my commentating colleagues, just giving the inside information on how the players want to be referred to. So Peter Jock and Niang Wek is Taco, referring to him as Taco Wek. Such great knowledge within the commentary teams covering these events around the world. That's a foul on Taco Weck. So who is going to hold their nerve? South Sudan was so close to beating Nigeria yesterday, and Nigeria held their nerve, hitting 2 big threes down the stretch, and Jambo misses the free throw. 3:44 remaining. Both teams are in team fouls. Mali will go into team fouls on their next one. And Jambo makes 1 of 2. 2-point lead for South Sudan. What a thriller. A humdinger of a game. Nuni Omot. And he doesn't get it to go. That's tough fadeaway. Made as tough as possible by the Mali defense. Jambo looking for options. Hands off to Decore. Can he weave some magic just when his team needs it? Oh my golly gosh, what a shot. Off the dribble, lateral sideways step, and it's nothing but net for Sadio Decore. Mali by 1. And Decore up to 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And it's all dribble. Kwani nearly loses his balance and shots up. What a pass and what a catch. Kwani with the assist. 2-point lead, South Sudan, and the cries of defense coming from the South Sudan bench, and it's worked. Open floor, Kwani with the layup. I thought he was going to take off and give us some slam dunk action. But 2's good, 4-point lead. South Sudan, biggest of the game, the biggest of their lives in FIBA terms. Have Mali got it? Anything left? Big block, getting in amongst the trees. Great job by Denga Kuth there, using all of his 2 meters 11 to knock it away. 3.7 seconds on the clock. Mali multiple times at AfroBasket. South Sudan looking for their first visit. Shots up, off by Diarra, and offensive rebound. That's huge. Decore gives it to Kante. High screen from Diarra. Off one leg, but great job by Akuth. Ball's loose. They get another option. Inside, Diarra loses his step. Shot clock running down. Inside, Reed puts it up and just rolls off. And we'll have to see what the call is. Four-point lead, 1 minute 25 remaining in the fourth. A very worried Remy Guita. He's been with the national team since 2018, the World Cup qualifiers. They're just going to look at what happened here. Reed with the miss. Reed knocks it out. And Diarra couldn't get it to go, and it's Diarra's 4th foul, and it's shots up the other end, and these are massive moments for South Sudanese basketball. Denga Kuth misses the second, but look at the offensive rebound. Great effort from South Sudan. Offensive rebound, I think by Mabior. It's Emmanuel Malou. Shots up, and it's in for Mali. 5-point lead for South Sudan. The pressure defense is coming. Drake Reed with the make. Still plenty of time if Mali can force a turnover, but they've got to stay calm. Ibrahim Serenera nearly kicked the basketball. And if he had made contact, that possibly could have been a technical foul. What a great job by Emmanuel Malou. And poor boxing out by Mali just when they needed to be at their absolute best. Five-point lead for South Sudan, and a lot of frustration for Mali, who were in control of this game at half-time. 40-25 they led. It has been a huge turnaround from 15 points up to 6 down. 21-point turnaround. As I say, South Sudan have given it all they've got, and it's worked. Drake Reed, 6-point deficit, 2-possession game, that's all. And Mali have got the players to get this back in a hurry. Let's see what transpires here. AfroBasket 2021 qualifier. They've got to try and get the shot up now. Shots up, and it's good. What a catch and shoot from Jambo. That's extraordinary. Full court defense immediately. And 2 shots. Mali asking the questions now of South Sudan. What a shot by Jambo, just with 4 seconds or so remaining on the shot clock. And Nuni Omot could not get out. Nuni Omot at the free throw line. 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He's had another solid game to follow up his 27-point performance against Nigeria, and he knocks down the free throws, and they are massive. And it's timeout Mali, the last throw of the dice for Remy Guita. Let's listen in. There's the percentages, 7 of 13 from free throws. Mali, 16-21 for South Sudan. A lot more volume and a much bigger percentage. There was a big differential in percentages from the free throw line pre-game, and it's that man again, Nuni Omot, just doing the basics. They take away the 3, you drive to the basket. They give you the 3, you take it, and it's just been a much calmer professional performance. But Mali have had their say as well, and Ibrahim Hedara with a big 3 there, and just the shots have gone in. Kawani has been excellent all out the game, and that was not a good pass. That cross-court pass at the top is dangerous, and it proved to be on that occasion. 40 seconds remaining. 4-point lead for South Sudan, having been behind by 15 points going into the half-time break. And Mali can't get the ball in. Ibrahim Sayonara, what great defense by South Sudan, and maybe just they've come out of a timeout, and Remy Guita will be absolutely beside himself. Just nothing was happening there. Now Mali are going to try and do the same thing to South Sudan. But Nuni Omot gets the ball in. They're nearly there. They'd be beating Mali twice if they can pull this off, but it was a quick shot. Plenty of time left. It could be a 1-point game. That was short. Sayonara fell to the floor. They've got to get it over the timeline, they do. Nuni Omot. They need to foul Mali. They need to stop the clock. They knock it back, and they're not fouling. And the turnover is forced, and the smiles are on the South Sudan bench. Who could have seen this? They were completely out of sorts. in the first half. Could not get anything to go from behind the arc. Just made 2 3-pointers in the first half. And then the threes came, and everything has come together in the second half. Let's see if they can see it through. Reed, long three, nothing doing. And South Sudan have pulled off another massive victory in their young FIBA journey. Final score, Mali 65, South Sudan 69. There's absolute joy for South Sudan and some disbelief for Mali there, as they were in control at half-time, and South Sudan's great play just took the game away from them. A wonderful achievement for South Sudan, who go to 3-2. They will stay in second place, and they have Rwanda tomorrow. Mali have to go up against Nigeria. And they look absolute odds-on to finish second, unless they lose to Rwanda. In fact, by my calculations, they will finish second because they have the head-to-head over Mali, because both teams will be 3-3 if they lose to Rwanda. But they're not thinking about that. As we look at the stats, they are thinking about winning tomorrow, South Sudan, and to have a 4-2 record. There's all the rebounds, the assists and turnovers. 44 rebounds for Mali. And there's the top scorers: 21 for Kawani, Omot 16, Kakul 14, Dakure 14, Sayonara 13. And with 10 points, Ibrahim Jambo with that huge three at the end, which, as we look at the highlights, that three by Jambo could have been the difference, but they just couldn't come back any further, and South Sudan are victorious, beating Mali for the second time, this time a lot closer, just by 4. But it's the manner of their victory, being only scoring 25 points in the first half and 44 points in the second half, winning the third quarter 22-8 and the fourth quarter 22-17. Some big-time plays, dunks from Nuni Omot, who is a star in this team, just his second game for the national team. A real find for them. But they're all heroes tonight, every one of the South Sudanese on the roster. And there was a big-time block by Tako Wek. Just shot after shot, and Peter Jock made 2 huge back-to-back threes. And that was tough as well by Mati Amuo. But there's so much consistent input from across the roster. But Nunio put 16 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, leads all scores. In fact, he was second behind Kiani Ngor. Kiani with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. They kept the turnovers to 13, South Sudan, and 15 turnovers for Mali. Mali will drop to 2-3. They play Nigeria tomorrow, who have won both their games. They were behind Rwanda today, Nigeria. They played before this game, but their experience and their strength in depth finally won the day again for them. So they remain unbeaten at 5-0 and will win the group. And South Sudan are second, firmly in second place in this group at the moment. Let's look at the results, and there's the standings. Nigeria 5-0, South Sudan 3-2 with the win, Mali with 2-3 with the loss, and Rwanda yet to register a win, but they qualify as they are the hosts in Kigali later in the year. Well, I hope you enjoyed the action. What a huge win for South Sudan. Congratulations to them. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.